December 28, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Damit, BAM! Leute! Herzlich willkommen. Zurück zu Ace Attorney, zum großen Finale des ersten Teils der Trilogie. Wir sind im letzten Trial, am letzten Gerichtstag, wo alles entschieden werden sollte, im Optimalfall. Adrian ist immer noch auf dem Verteidigerstuhl. Und von Karma hat uns gestunt. Letzte Folge. War einfach so, mit dem Taser. Und hat alle Beweisstücke aus dem Fall vor 15 Jahren, dem DL6-Incident, mitgenommen. Bis auf die Kugel, die Maya sich snacken konnte. Davor. Und das ist unsere einzige Waffe, wortwörtlich, dass eine Kugel ist. Hier an diesem Gerichtstag. Und mal gucken, wie wir diesen Fall lösen werden. Ich bin gespannt. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah, what's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shark hasn't worn off from my run in the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Ja, darf sie eigentlich wieder in den Gerichtssaal rein? Ist das wieder legit eigentlich? Naja. Adrian, my baby. Adrian is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ja, Von Karma kennt scheinbar die Vergangenheit und dass Adrian eventuell seinen Vater umgebracht hat vor 15 Jahren. Ja. Wow. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Good morning, Mr. Ashworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if you couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Good boy, Phoenix. 10 Uhr morgens. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Wie immer schweigsam. Oh. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We've reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be hard into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Okay. Das einfacher als erwartet. Ladies and gentlemen of this court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness? Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. Ah, I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
Ja, hi, guten Morgen. Why I left court?
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I don't need one of those motive things. I'd need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. But how are we going to do that? I don't know yet. Yeah. I wasn't running away. Why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I said quietly, Achtung would be guilty in 3 minutes. True. So, food for Polly. Food?
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well... kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
But please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep. Seems like it.
And how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old coach's head? That's impossible.
Glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
I need one of those motive things. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Be proven, the adults.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you sane? Are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness' name.
Ja, eine Yogi, ne? Oder gibt es einen Sinn zu lügen? Wohl kaum, ne? His name is Jani Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Jani Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to the conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Jani Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that my witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, we've got nowhere else to go. Ja, aber wie machen wir es?
Hey,
Nick, how are you going to prove it? Ja, same? How can you prove that he's Jani Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor. Please, take this man's fingerprints. Stimmt. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Jani Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant.
Muss in die Rolle rein, ne? Ich muss ein bisschen schläfrig sein. Entschuldigung.
I burned my fingers working with the stuff. I hope...
What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Okay.
Order!
Order! Well... What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even to ask? That is a farce, I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Well, yeah, sure. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Karma's wrecked every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Bring in the parrot! Oh, hi!
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name.
Name!
The witness is ignoring me.
Almost her to be ignored by a bird.
Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Who is your owner?
Hello, hello, squawk.
Certainly the most concise testimony you've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are we going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hello, hello, squawk.
Well, I guess you should try to get some information out of her. Need you show the judge that your owner is Mr. Yogi? Okay. Hold it, bird! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Yeah, what's your name, for starters? Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, what's your name?
Partly, squawk.
Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
No, it doesn't. Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that, no.
Please only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony.
Okay. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well. Okay, ja, das hatten wir schon. Okay, also, dann drücken wir eine andere Antwort, würde ich sagen. Ja, bla bla bla. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? What's the safe number? Ja, da wird sie nur die safe number sagen. Have you forgotten something? Da würde sie die 6 ansprechen, ne? Klingt erstmal logisch. As I recall 2 days ago. Moment, ich muss kurz mein Headset richten. So. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk. Don't forget your 6, squawk.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with the 6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello, squawk.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something you forgot.
Hello, squawk.
Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? He'd train her not to respond when we ask if we'd forgotten anything. Nein, das wollte ich nicht. Nein! Ah! Okay, dann bleibt uns noch eine Sache übrig. Und zwar... What's the safe number? Maybe I get her to say this number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Okay, also scheinbar müssen wir irgendeins von den beiden Statements müssen wir anhängen. Also 1228 oder My name is Polly. Haben wir irgendwas? Useful companion of the workshop caretaker answer to the name Polly. This file. Photo, a scene of the murder. Bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings. Ich kann hier noch ein paar Sachen checken hier, Mama. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Trapped in the elevator, returning from the lost trial of sun, blah blah blah, one bullet found in heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. Jan Yogi, court bailiff, trapped in the elevator with Edgeworth. Memory lost due to urgent evaluation after his arrest, fiancée Polly after his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Also er hatte eine Frau namens Polly. Und er hat den Papagei nach ihr benannt. Okay, das würde natürlich zu Jani Yogi passen. No, das nicht mit dem Namen nochmal. Ach, komm. Scheiß Testimony. So. Gib mir den Namen nochmal. What's your name? So, does this have anything to do? Yes, of course. Yes, it does.
Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Jani Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the R6 case file.
The DR6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where on this file is the information connecting to the parrot's name?
Suspect data, no? It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Jani Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly?
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible. Puh, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We'd need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if you can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Okay, also da passiert ja nichts, ne? Das haben wir, dann müssen wir vielleicht noch was mit dem Safe machen. Okay. 1228. Ja, ja. Actually it does. Maybe. Actually it does. That's why I had her say it. Okay, Phoenix ist überzeugt.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is?
Ich hab Haar im Mund.
Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Okay. Alles, was Nummern hat. 1225. 22 caliber. Gucken nochmal hier rein. Ah! Da haben wir es doch direkt am Anfang. 1228. 1228. Das war das Datum des DL6-Incidents. Okay. Ja gut, dann ist er easy.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Pah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I am number 1. This has nothing to do with a date, nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. The judge is on our side. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
Oh, it's okay. Whew. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Fagama, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. There's no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
Lief eigentlich ganz gut, ne?
There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, we are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
Nein?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty. 30 Minuten.
That is all.
This court is adjourned.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But, revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them it was the murder in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Oh, what do I do?
Raise an objection. Judgment has already passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
Who must hear this new statement? Who must hear Miles Edgeworth? He's right. You have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. Criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Defendant lobby. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
I didn't want to believe myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy. Just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right.
Lass mich kurz einen Schluck trinken.
Gumshoe und von Kamans Stimme sind die schlimmsten. Courtroom. Number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Do the defense has any objections?
No, Your Honor. Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Er hat auch gelacht, als Edgeworth Objection geschrien hat. Hat man ganz kurz in dem Frame gesehen.
Very well. Will Mr. Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Meine Rede.
And until now you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost memory of the events.
Huh. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Edgeworth. An earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Okay. Father and Mr. lost their composure and began to argue. Tell me more about that. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy. At the time, what could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... something heavy fell at my feet. Und die Knarre, aber woher kam die? What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff. Yanni Yogi's. Okay. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. You didn't know it was a pistol when you threw it. I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick. I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. It was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired... Ah, Moment! Nein, die Gun fired nicht once. Nee, das ist nicht das, warte. Wo ist es? Hier? Weapon was fired twice. There. Wusste ich's doch. Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot, that horrible scream. The scream. Ich will trotzdem noch wissen, was dazu sagt. To this day, yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of the testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Ja. Single gunshot. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the gunshot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Es war auf der zweiten Seite, ne? Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, the boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case. Ja, ich muss eigentlich Ja drücken. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible. No, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident.
Also wir müssen beweisen, dass der zweite Schuss mit dem Fall zu tun hat und nicht irgendwie zuvor passiert ist. Und komplett unnötig war für unseren Fall. Also was haben wir? Also das hat ja nichts damit zu tun. Mystifair hat auch nichts damit zu tun. Das ist Roberts. Auch nichts damit zu tun. Pistol Bullet. Das ist ja auch. Das ist alles nicht von Robert. Auch nicht. Parrot auch nicht. Eigentlich ja nur die drei Sachen hier, ne? Das sind die wir gebrauchen können. Also Bullet. Taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still by ballistic markings. Das wird aber nicht ausreichen als Beweis, weil das einfach der Schuss von Edgeworth sein könnte. Ne? Dass der den Vater getroffen hat. Das kann ja sein. Dann haben wir hier ein Foto. Das können wir checken. Da ist noch ein Einschussloch. War das derselbe? Nee, das kann nicht derselbe Schuss sein, weil... Hey. Weil die Bullet, die war in Edgeworths Heart, in Gregorys Heart. Das heißt, die ist gar nicht rausgekommen. Das heißt, es kann gar keine Einschusslöcher gegeben haben. Von daher ist das der zweite Schuss. Wenn ich das jetzt nicht komplett falsch verstehe. Ich kann da nochmal kurz reingucken. Aaron Elevator, clues found. One bullet found in heart. Ja. Hey, das ist, ich glaube, das ist das Einzige, was wir pressen können. Look at this photograph.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the charge the contradiction in the photo. Ja, das Einschussloch. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also note that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other one hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got you out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the Deal 6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. There's undoubtedly something else that made the bullet a hole in the door.
Gut, es könnte was anderes gewesen sein, was vor dem Fall passiert ist, dass da aus irgendeinem Grund ein Loch in... Aber ne, das kann ja nicht sein. Wenn da ein Loch in der Tür war, dann hätten sie ja genug Sauerstoff. Das macht auch keinen Sinn. Also das Loch muss frisch sein.
Order, I will have order.
Wobei ich nicht weiß, ob so ein kleines Loch genügend Sauerstoff bieten könnte. Wahrscheinlich nicht, ne?
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. von Karma says that the second bullet fired was not found, it is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I believed that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? The second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. Sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought it was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, but that was not your intention.
Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright!
Yup. I have an objection. Your Honor. I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object,
Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it.
Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer had to find it, the murderer didn't need it. Ja, natürlich wäre gut, wenn er sie hat, ne? Ich mache einfach mal das. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... the bullet would be proof? The murderer was cautious. Ja, beides wahrscheinlich, ne? Or maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would you only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
Uh-oh. This isn't going so well.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Jetzt sind wir wieder zurück bei der Frage. Wenn er uns zurück zu dieser Frage schickt, dann muss es ja fast die andere Antwort sein, ne? Murder didn't need it. Aber why would the murderer have spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murder came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
But must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Oh.
Should I come out and say it now?
Die Frage ist, warum sollten wir es später sagen und nicht jetzt? Wenn wir jetzt nichts sagen, dann wird er unsere Möglichkeit einfach wegfegen, weil wir halt nichts mehr haben. Also nichts mehr weiter erzählen können dazu. Und daher würde ich sagen, wir sagen es jetzt, oder? Ja, komm on. Wir haben noch genug Leben, würde ich sagen. Your Honor, there is a suspect, a lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma. Von Karma.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
Bah.
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because he took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. I would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Also, wenn er keinen Doktor, also keinen Arzt, konsultiert hat, um eine Operation durchzuführen, dann wird er die Kugel nicht rausnehmen können. Also wenn wir Edgeworth glauben, dass er so perfekt ist und das nicht tun würde. Ja, und das bedeutet, wie Phoenix gesagt hat, die Kugel muss irgendwo sein. Und wo ist sie? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... this piece of trash. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Ooh. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension on this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but you have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma.
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Proof? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because he took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Ja. Die andere Kugel. Die kann man vergleichen. Und wir wissen, diese kam von der Waffe.
That's a bullet. Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up at the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. You could analyze both bullets, then, if the markings matched, you would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
Wrong. That scream.
I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air.
Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma? Wrong, Edgeworth. Only you would dare to defy me.
So it was you.
You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death.
Holy shit. 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I know what I thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I'm not sure we had it. I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know! Try, thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. Got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through it just like I thought you would. I never forget this. I owe you one, pal. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see.
Whoop.
I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all! Lada! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you, you wouldn't stick your hands in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kian's. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Larry Butts, you come along tonight too, my treat, pal. Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 bucks exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38. No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But it doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Ugh. I just said leave me. I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of a insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, you get worked up too easily too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only had known, I'd become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo! Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me! Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29. Wright and Cola offices. 5 AM. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. It was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. Couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Ja, die bullet. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Und da rollen die Credits.
Oh, hey pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoa, Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head and I went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Okay, wir warten noch so ein bisschen. Scheinbar gibt es hier noch ein bisschen so ein paar Outro-Szenen. Huh? Nick? No, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's nice lady, but she's not exactly... Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Er hat wieder eine neue. Okay. Larry. Ach, den gibt's ja auch noch.
Who? Right? Wait, I remember him. He's been busy. You know, not trying to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything. I'm sure he's grateful.
Prosecutor Payne. Unser erster Gegner. Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit. Oh, you should know I've taken the management of Gatewater Hotel. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh, that's you, Felix Wright? Ah, yes, mir ist understudy, wasn't he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Blah, the day of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Okay, irgendjemand fragt nach Phoenix. Ich würde schätzen, dass es Maya ist. Also sind wir jetzt schon wieder in der Zukunft.
Phoenix Wright? He's an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that their DVD, one of them, not that I know what a DVD, everything these days now. Bleh.
Oh Gott.
Get away from me.
Ich dachte, wir sind sie los. Spoiler, wir werden sie nicht los. Oh, ich weiß gar nicht, was ich für ihm eine Stimme gegeben habe. Jetzt habe ich eh den Text verpasst. Okay. Egal.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so... But she says she can buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Nee, es ist doch nicht Maya, die fragt. Oder... Beide fragen irgendwie. Oder ist es Edgeworth?
Right, who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk, but you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the pink princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for my boy of my tender age.
Ja, wer ist nochmal im Pink Princess? Das ist ja Dings, ne? Das Monster, ne?
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real? Now, that's a talent. I'm gonna be a famous.
Ein Geist war also in unserem Bild. Vielleicht ist ja da was dran. Da ist es. Schönes Bild. Capcom. Tja. Das war's mit Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Der erste Teil der Trilogie. Wir haben den bösen Vampir überführt von Karma. Hat Gregory Edgeworth erschossen. Miles Edgeworth ist unschuldig. Und Maya ist in die Berge gegangen, um zu trainieren. Ja, und wie diese Story weitergeht, ja, das würden wir im nächsten Teil erfahren. Ich finde es auf jeden Fall immer noch nach wie vor finde ich das mega cooles Spiel. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber es catcht mich irgendwie. Und die Musik ist einfach, wie würde Unge sagen, Çok Güzel. Ja, es ist einfach, ich könnte direkt weiterspielen, theoretisch. Und eigentlich wäre es das auch gar nicht so abwegig weiterzumachen, aber das hängt auch ein bisschen von euch ab. Ich könnte natürlich direkt mit Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, wie heißt das zweite? Justice for All heißt der zweite Teil der Trilogie. Könnte ich natürlich direkt weitermachen. Oder ich könnte was anderes machen. Irgendwie, was habe ich noch? Harveys neue Augen habe ich ja auf der Switch, was man Let's Playen könnte. Das wäre so ein Point-and-Click-Adventure. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, was alles auf der Liste war. Irgendwelche Switch SNES-Spiele. Vor kurzem kam ja zum Beispiel Donkey Kong Country 1 raus. Für die Nintendo Switch SNES-Kollektion. Oder sowas wie Yoshi's Island oder Super Mario World oder was auch immer. Oder Mario Maker vielleicht, wo ihr mir irgendwelche Level zusendet, aber ich weiß nicht, ob das als Let's Play-Projekt was taugt. Danganronpa bin ich mir nicht sicher, weil das ist auch wieder so ein Spiel, wo ich extrem viel labern muss, genau wie Phoenix Wright. Und ich glaube, wenn ich was anderes mache als Phoenix Wright, dann nicht ein anderes Spiel, wo ich viel labern muss, weil dann kann ich auch genauso gut Phoenix Wright weitermachen. Also Danganronpa würde ich sagen eher nicht. Vorerst nicht. Da würde ich, glaube ich, zuerst Phoenix Wright abschließen wollen. Vor allem ist es auch ein größeres Projekt dann. Danganronpa. Ja. Oder wir machen einfach Phoenix Wright weiter. Justice for All. Lasst mich wissen, falls ihr eine Meinung habt. Ansonsten entscheide ich einfach irgendwie. Mal gucken. Mir hat es auf jeden Fall extrem viel Spaß gemacht. Wie gesagt, ich finde das Spiel immer noch extrem geil. Feiere das immer noch. Und feiere auch die weiteren 2 Teile, die noch kommen. Insbesondere der letzte. Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Der meiner Meinung nach beste Teil. Da geht's richtig ab, sage ich euch. Da kommt vieles zusammen. Plot-Twists ohne Ende. Ja. Von daher, ich hoffe, euch hat das Let's Play gefallen, genauso wie mir. 1 Stunde 40 Minuten für das Ende. Ich glaube, das lässt sich sehen. Ja. Und dann würde ich sagen, sehen wir uns dann beim nächsten Let's Play. Ich kann schon nicht mehr reden, Alter. Ich habe so viel gelabert in diesen Videos, ey. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Let's Play wieder. Bis dahin. Macht's gut, Leute. Und tschö. Stopp, cut. Es war nicht die letzte Episode. What the fuck? Ich hab gedacht, das wäre die letzte Episode gewesen. Ignoriert alles, was ich gesagt habe. Das Spiel ist noch nicht vorbei. Wir sehen hier Episode 5. Day 1, Investigation, Rise from the Ashes. Es ist immer noch Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Von daher, vergesst alles, was ich gesagt habe. Es ist noch nicht zu Ende. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss. Ach, oh Gott. Ja, tschüss.